Hey guys, today we are sitting here with the all-new 2008 aluminum MacBook Pro, and right now you are looking at the baseline model, which runs at 2.4 gigahertz, has a 15-inch widescreen display, 2 gigs of DDR3 memory, a 250 gig hard drive which runs at 5400 RPM, and the NVIDIA GeForce 9400M plus 9600M GT with 256 megs of VRAM. Next model up is $500. And that is the 2.53 gigahertz Intel Core Duo 15-inch widescreen model, and it has 4 gigs of DDR3 memory, a 320 gig hard drive, and the same graphics chip that runs with 512 megs of VRAM. So there's a significant difference between the two options that you have available to you in the Apple Store. Now, when you go onto the online store, you can customize your MacBook to whatever specs you feel you need. And on there is an option to customize it up to 2.8 gigahertz, which is a lot of power. And that's pretty nice for anyone who does video editing, photo editing, music editing, anyone with those hobbies. So it's a lot of power and you can carry it around with you wherever you go. So yeah, let's take a further look at the exterior of this machine. First thing you will notice is, when you open it up, is the all-new display. It is made of glass and it looks very nice in my opinion. The difference between the screen in this one and the screen in the previous model is that this screen is all one piece. So if you crack it or damage it in any way, when you take it to the Apple Store, they're going to replace this whole thing. And as far as I know, that's pretty expensive, so try your best not to do that. And if you look down here, you'll notice that the trackpad is significantly bigger, and the button down here is missing. They have made the entire trackpad all one button. So you move around and then just press down, apply a little pressure. And yeah. Now I've had a chance to mess around with the new trackpad for a little while, and I do not care for it. I'm not a big fan of the one button thing. I like the older trackpads better. But other people have thought it was fine, and that's cool. But me, I do a lot of video editing and photo editing, and I just found the other trackpads easier to work with. But the first time I got on a trackpad, I wasn't used to it either, so I'll probably get used to this with time. It's just new. So next thing you will notice is the backlit keyboard, which is very nice and looks very nice in the dark. We'll have a look at that later. And this whole bottom part right here is now all one piece, as opposed to the older model, which it was a series of pieces that held the case together. This is just all one aluminum piece, and I'll probably do a disassembly video later showing how everything is put together. So when you go over here, you will notice that the display port has been replaced with a mini display port. It used to be a DVI, and now it is not. Let's see, what else do we got? Let's flip it over. Take a look at the battery, which is accessed by this little latch right here. Push that side up, it comes right out. They have made the hard drive a lot more accessible than the previous models. Only difference is now the RAM is not as accessible, so they kind of traded off there. So now anyone can replace the hard drive, but the RAM, you have to remove this whole part, and it's not that hard, but before it was easier. So let's put that back on. It's very easy to put back on. And let's boot this machine up and check the boot time, which is pretty short. So I'll just power it up. Should take about 30 seconds. Beautiful display, very clear. I haven't had much of a glare issue so far. And actually, I think you could see a glare from a light in my room on the camera, but usually it's not that much of a problem, especially if you have it on full brightness. Also, the battery time in this machine has improved significantly. I think altogether, if I have the screen on low and I'm just doing Word documents or photo editing, I can get a good 4 hours out of this machine without having to charge it. If I'm doing gaming or anything like that, then the time starts to reduce. So that's more like 2.5 hours. But it's still more than the previous model, so that's a very, very nice improvement. So as you can see, it boot up pretty quickly. And we're still loading the front page. So yeah, let's take a look at what the trackpad can do. I'm just going to open a picture. First I got to find a picture. Here we go. A picture from Failblog, which is taking a few minutes to open. No, come on. Open. There we go. Okay. So let's see if you can see that. Haha. So we'll move that to the center, and as you can see, try to get my fingers moving, you can rotate the picture with, if you move your fingers like this, you can rotate the picture. I gotta get on the picture first. There we go. And it actually works quite nicely. Those are just, that's just an example of the various multi-touch features that have come with this new trackpad. Also, you can program the corners of your trackpad. So for instance, I have programmed the corner, the bottom right corner right here, for when I click it, to right click. So as you see, that opens up right click. I know you can't see that well on the camera, but right now it's just showing right click options and stuff like that. So, and you can do that through settings. There's also, here, I'm going to turn off the lights. There we go. Okay, so let's open up a couple windows here, and I'll show you some of the other multi-touch features that comes with this machine. iChat, stuff like that. There we go. Okay, so now we have 3 windows open. Now if you take all 4 fingers, put them on the trackpad, and pull back, it should give you an option to click on any of the 3 windows. So right now, let's go back to the Failblog picture. Then do that again. You need all 4 fingers to do it. Now I think if you use 3 fingers and swipe to the right or left, maybe you need 4. Yeah, there you go. Take 4 fingers, go to the left, and it will bring up the option to switch between windows up here. So that's pretty cool. I like what they've done with the multi-touch features. I know I said I wasn't a fan of the trackpad before, and I'm not, but I will say the multi-touch features that they put on here are pretty impressive. I can't go through all of them right now, because frankly I actually do not know all of them. I'm still getting used to this machine. But, yeah, here, let's take a look at the backlit display, or a backlit keyboard. Turn off some of the lights around here. Alright, so let's lower the display and turn on the backlit keyboard. As you can see, that lights up quite nicely. It is very easy to type in the dark with it, which is a very nice feature. Let's test out the speakers. Here we go. Speakers are a lot clearer than in the previous model. They're very nice. I like them a lot. Let's see what's a good song. Here we go. Let's see. Muse song. Here we go. No. There we go. Speaker quality is very nice on this machine, and it gets quite loud too. Let's take a minute here. Fast forward into the song a little. And that's pretty much, hold on. That's pretty much the review of the 2008 aluminum MacBook Pro. I hope you liked it. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Just click the orange button to your upper right. And I will be making many more videos about this machine, the Mac Pro, various other Apple products. And hope to see you again. Please subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye.